Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacaster. I'm your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, off here to a riveting 1v1 on Ladoga Karelia. Don't play this map so much, and I'm not particularly keen. I was just like, forgot it. Anyways, in the east we got Caesar fighting here for the German army. Deutschland rolling out here with the... let's just go with 327th Infantry, shown here with defensive, featuring Ostrom, entrenching tools, Stu 3Es, Pack 43s, and sector artillery with machine guns and infantry Panzergrenadiers. Well, Ostrom Panzergrenadiers, west and west. It is Kimbo, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, and Comrade Stalin. Taking on the role here of the 26th Tank Corps. We've got, urban defense actually, featuring fort headquarters, light anti-tank guns, shock troopers, booby traps, and the KV-2 with double mine and anti-tank grenade range bulletins. Also, very big thanks to Matthew, to Hugh, for pitching and patrons support the Propagandacaster for their hard-earned money there. 2 thumbs up to you, chaps. You're wonderful. Alongside my other patron supporters, keep me in the business. And a big thanks to Simon for donating and support the Propagandacaster as well. You too can either patron donate, that is, if you aren't these 3 people, by clicking the links in the description. Otherwise, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Anyway, skirmishing here, Ostrom West Engineers. And the North Ost MG42 in there with the Pioneers backing up. You'd figure it'd be the other way around. The Pioneers spotting for the MG42, not the other bloody way around. But there we go. The South Ostrom forged for the snow, watching as the comrades get shot to bits. Maybe we should head the other way, yes? No, shoot. Can't we ever go the other way around? Bit of skirmishing here, Ostrom being shot to bits, but got both fuel points, so that's a pretty good start there for Caesar. Kimbo meanwhile still advancing, comes from the south, he could try to outmaneuver, but so far seems content to slacking out here in the small crater. Ostrom down to 2 men bleeding out there. Their blood staining the snow red. North here, mainly fortune towards the centre. Ostrom squad out by without cover bonus, and now against the constant near here, they need to get into cover again, otherwise with that cover bonus, they can't hit the broadside of a barn from the inside. Ostrom squadron to catch the constant units here in a deadly crossfire, which surely gives Caesar the engagement here and leave Kimbo a bit sad in the snow. We got any photos of the conscripts. A bit sad in the snow was also the name of Kimbo's 1988 jazz album. He had never quite worked out with his jazz career. Take down the way for Caesar. Grand Northern Point of the Pioneer, sandbags down in the snow. Wait, where are we finding sand in the snow on the eastern front? I mean, what are we stuffing these sandbags with anyways? Well, you know, ersatz sand. What's that? Kitty litter used. Ach, my god. Awesome, that's the conscripts. Shots being fired here. Comes there being routed. Continuing northwards in the south there, point secured. Conscripts routed. Telemines down in case of a swift vehicular rush here from Kimbo. MG42 the hose and the conscripts with some good old German lead. South, the Ostrom in there, large force there. Platoon size, ready to rebuff Kimbo there from his southern fuel point antics. Constantly in the engineers back to the map.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Going forward, Ostrom being shot to bits. Need to be careful there. Need to retreat, but Ostrom squad up north here. We got the MG42s that come to their suppression. Good machine gun shifting there by the Caesar. Thumbs up. Like to make a nice company on the way there for Kimbo. Ostrom there wiped out. Bit of blow there to Caesar. Small one there for Kimbo. Got the flamethrowers ready. Basil attacking my left hand savagely. Very savagely. We got more from there for Caesar, plus the armoured car, the 202. Zwanzig. Like the punch Drehwagen and the engineers. Would by 1943-44 basically be replaced by 250 half tracks that have been turned into armoured cars instead. Or the 234 heavy armoured car. Or say, you know, the Lux or the reconnaissance tank based off the Czechoslovakian Panzer. Basically just, the 222 wasn't a great reconnaissance vehicle because it performed rather poorly off-road. And I know someone's going to say like, but Dane, it does well in-game. Well, obviously not in the game in the actual war. Turns out just having 4 wheels is not great unless you like, you know, actual roads. That's great and say like up to dirt or even mud. So, constantly hitting with the knees there. Armor car racing forwards here for Caesar. Ostrom backing up. He probably wants to get some Pantherers out here soon. Kimbo can, of course, begin adding line to tank guns. There we go. Adding the M42 45 in to tank gun. Which for usage until the end of the war, though increasingly only in, so say, what was known as fortified regions, where these defensive groups that were basically meant to, like, you know, deal with German attacks, and basically anti-tank guns were like hidden in ambush position, then to fire it at point-blank range into the side of a German panzer, because they were so small and easy to hide. Little fun fact, in these ground sword out here, sees that those Kimbo's able to salvage it. Austin has the constant arm coming forward, need to be mindful of course anti-tank grenades, though Kimbo is so far not showing any tendency towards that. But having bulletins for the range increase. Caesar's got pretty good map tolerance as Kimbo. Obviously he goes for next. Kimbo of course may want to start taking up his soonish, though of course the lack of fuel and fuel control is certainly helping Kimbo a bit here, and certainly a very helpful development there for Caesar. We got punch grenade following up here. 327 infantry division. Being support from nearby Panzer Division. Grammar Southern Point was in fact not uncommon on the Eastern Front, or for that matter the Western Front, for Panzer Division to split up to basically act as local reserves to like handle things here and there across the Eastern Front. In particular, Panzers were used for that, but even the infantry as well. So, little fun fact there, little fun fact. Grand Northern Point there. Vessel keeps savagely attacking my hand. Apparently, it has assaulted his honour. Though I don't think cats have honour, to be honest. I don't think they have honour. Armor car falling back here. Kimbo still not taking up. Might be planning some shock troopers here. And towards the conscripts, armor car falling bit back here. 4 kills so far. Entertaining towards the southern fuel point. Fine, looks like might have controller, but even then, Caesar's already establishing the counter attack here, which could throw off Kimbo. Could throw him off. Entertaining holding back here. Got the northern point there secure. Bunker up there for Caesar. For Deutschland.
We are losing territory.
Trying to flank here for the south. The conscripts, or the Austrian, the Panther you see, catching conscript on a bad spot. No machine gun team makes it hard for Kimbo to shut down such an assault here. It does help that Caesar apparently is not focused on the conscript as fast as possible here. They've got panic from the other side. Catching the conscript getting a crossfire. Forcing retreat here for Kimbo. He's trying to make progress here. The Caesar armor coming southwards. Then we'll take up there for Kimbo, and then deciding about anything else really. Entertaining and landing a hit there on the 2-2. He's been shot to bits. Kimbo's map control he is not looking great versus Caesar. Not looking great. He's going to do something drastic I think here soon. Or he's going to have to hope like Caesar just fumbles up, which is never impossible, but generally not what you should be hoping for to happen. Troops being burned alive here with the flamethrower. We got 10 kills on it. Close to the east level already. That's fairly good there for Kimbo. Lack of proper fuel control though still remains a problem. We finally have got to take there. No. For some reason I saw something building there, so maybe thought that could be it. Card point as well there. Good play there by Caesar. Making good use of Ostrom. Pack 40 there for Caesar. Taking no chance versus Kimbo. None whatsoever, which is certainly never a bad thing. Machine retreating there. Clearly it's scared here around the centre now. And decides it's better just to fall back rather than try and find engagement. He might have a chance of winning, but going to cost him a lot of stuff there. So Caesar here probably just I think making the wiser decision. Even does give Kimbo I think a very strong chance of really getting back onto the field. Because in the end, it's a lot easier to protect back lost ground if you don't have lost units. Whereas again, if you lose too many units, it's going to be hard to defend it, even like somehow win. So Caesar I think here made the probably the right decision, though it may not look like that short term. Albeit Kimbo hit at grand points all across the map. They really should take up. It's also trying to float quite a bit of manpower. No shock troopers yet there for Kimbo. Oh, there we go. Shock troopers on the way. Should also take up, I think. Laying down mines would also be a really good idea for Kimbo. Flares and regular mines would be a very good investment. Looks like the news retreating allied sign up tech there for Kimbo finally. But we got the shock troopers out here for the snow. Careful with that body armor, comrades. In this kind of cold, it might stick to you. It's going to be very difficult to get off. Right here from the anti-tank on the 222. Tons moving ahead there.
Enemy forces are attempting to
Okay, we got a forward headquarters here from Kimbo. Interesting strategic and tactical shift there by Kimbo. Definitely not something we see too often. Particularly not on this map. We'll have to see how that works out. And where did that come from? Did he try to build one himself? Just like, wait, I can just put it up in the building into it. Alright, Germans, we'll establish our forward headquarters right here. Couldn't we just set up in that building right next to the position? Well, I mean, we could do that, but I just felt like, you know, it'd be a good sign of, you know, socialistic entrepreneurial spirit to just build it. What? Can't we just put it in the building? It's easier. Yes, just... Don't mind me, I'll just be over in the corner, totally not crying. Grand Northern point with the conscripts. Tech there for Caesar. He's definitely leading so far versus Kimbo. We'll have to see if Kimbo's forward headquarters there can succeed in providing him with the socialist spirit necessary to hold a fascist armed assault here from Caesar. But that said, he's getting a good chunk of the map. He's getting the victory points, though he's certainly a bit behind already. Could consider laying down some mines further here. Flare mines, regular mines. He's definitely laying down some mines here, so 2 thumbs up to Kimbo. It's going to make it harder for Caesar just leading an assault, particularly since Caesar has gone for flamethrowers, meaning he has no minesweepers, which is always risky versus the Soviets, since the Soviets can lay down a lot of mines very fast and can make life very uncomfortable with them. Skipping the fuel pump, going for the munitions. Interesting. Still no tech here for Kimbo beyond that. Interesting. Caesar could do it to almost 2-3 here versus Kimbo. Good to do that. Got a smoke grenade off here. Cover the conscripts. Could theoretically also cause Land Germans to pass through here and attack Kimbo. So be a bit of a mistake up north. We got a large Austrian platoon moving in here to deal with the conscripts. We got another line to tank here for Kimbo. This guy remains as well. Not quite transparent nor glass-like. Far up north here, conscripts being swarmed by the Osttroppen. Simply too many to deal with. And for those wondering, yes, that is a cat in the background. Basil is a very talkative cat when he wants attention. He likes attention when he's not asleep. So yeah, he wants it, and again, he gets very talkative. Flare mines down here from Kimbo in the center. 422 is 1557. Then we start thinking Kimbo should be pushing for some tanks here versus Caesar. I think they're doing a lot of good. Caesar meanwhile got the Supreme Crop there for Deutschland. Kimbo, of course, is set up as opponents having a large Austrian force, which is not, as mentioned, great at attacking. So if Kimbo digs in sufficiently, it becomes much harder for Caesar to make any comeback, at least gain control of the map again here versus Kimbo, because again the Austrian are quite frankly rubbish at attacking. Just out, Basil. No. I know you're trying to run away here and hide under the bed. We're going to put you in the kitty pacification position. Don't worry, he's not hurt. Just held on to his leg as he tried to run off. So you can just calm down a bit. He's a good kitty. Comes in to get the panther on the way for Caesar. There you go. Nice and comfy here for Basil now. Inside of the fleece jacket. Country 40, country chocolate, shocking. We got what you call there for rally defenses there activated. Grounding the panzer there as well. Good defense there by Kimbo. Holding up in the centre. Up north there we got Caesar dug in with the Austrian squad on the northern victory point. Not half bad, not half bad. Kimbo finally taking out there. Tank Group 10 command up. Might just want to move straight for the mechanized armor company and begin pushing for tanks here versus Caesar. This Panther 4 there is getting ready. I'm looking at the machine. Flare mines it off. Light hit from the attack there, punching through the force frontal armor there. Second shot, less fortunate. Third shot went through. Taking some amount of losses there. Can of course reinforce, then Kimbo is not. Oh, there you go. Rushing in the counter, thing to merge with as well, just as a precaution. Didn't get there, he's going to have to crew it. More hits on the Panther 4. We got Entertainer there nearby as well. Here, actually flanking from the south. That's nice and clever, but Kimbo actually out the kill zone there with the Entertain guns. Almost taking out the Panther 4 here. Caesar definitely was not expecting that. At the same time, got a consequence here. Trying to hit up close here behind Caesar's front line. He's getting stopped here by a few defenders from Caesar's base. Nice save there by Caesar. Also been a very painful flank there from Kimbo. Entertainer there being moved into the machine gun. Definitely mistake there for Kimbo as they could quickly clear out some Entertainer and Cruisen's machine gun teams are quite good at clearing out Entertain guns. In particular, within staying up piercing rounds, they can swiftly clear it out because Entertain and Cruise cannot be suppressed, meaning machine guns, which actually do a lot of damage, but because of suppression actually lowers the damage the unit takes when suppressed for a brief while, can actually just do full damage all the time to the Entertain gun. That's actually a bit of an important element to keep in mind there. Constantly being hammered here by Armored Car, fine on the machine gun there for Caesar. Got shock of the Osthold gun. Grenade off. Handhold being fixed up. More machine gun TV also got tier 4 ready there for Caesar. Mechanized armor company for Kimbo. Structures moving about here. Flareman goes off here on Caesar's Pentagon. These shockers are suppressed just in time here by the infantry crew. Oh, grenades exchanged here. Neither getting really off well here against the other. Close one there though, close one there in the end. And taking her southwards there. Probably expecting Caesar to move in his tanks here. He's getting tank guns ready though. That does technically mean if Caesar instead pulls the tanks northwards, Kimbo would be a bit exposed. Mechanized armor company ready to go for the T-34 soon. Could theoretically try to stall here for the KB2, which of course Kimbo might be planning all along. But it could also be planning Katyushas and just, getting a lot of tanks out. As for Caesar, Heavy Panzer Corps, I imagine is in the plan here. He may want to get up a fuel cache at least. He's also got a lot of munitions though saved up. Telemines and West March will be there for Caesar versus Kimbo. Sandbags in the center. Machine gun there setting up. Could get blasted. In fact, both entertainers could try and fire away the high explosive canister shot. Fragmentation rounds, I guess. More accurate way of putting it. Heavy Panzer Corps there for Caesar. Deutschland, the 322nd Infantry Division in the south here, concentrating their cover, crumbling with Pack 45. Ostling force into the anti-tank there. 5 kills. Canister shots they're firing, and Gregor gets blasted to bits there. Alongside Hansel there, who drops there as well. Panzer force has 7 kills on it. Did in fact go for northern flank with the Panther 4, and switch of course to the armor piercing rounds again. Headquarters are being bombarded, and we got the T-34 ready here for Kimbo. For the glorious Red Army. Panther intensive the anti-tank guns. Smoke grenade off from the shock to long to close up the machine gun. Nice save. Then the south counter they're being swarmed by the Panther and cleared out. 13 kills halfway through the ace level. Very good there. We'll have to see what Caesar goes for. I mean, the typical one would be a Panzer. We'll have to see the sub like this. The Storm Panzer I think would also be an excellent choice for breaking this, to be honest. T-34 Russian 40 machine there's going to have to vacate the premises swiftly before the vacate premises, well, vacate their internal structure onto their heads. Into the Pack 40 here, need to get that T-34 from 6. Smoke grenade off here for the shock troopers. Really good use of the smoke grenades here by Kimbo. 2 thumbs up. I mean, he's been very good at sort of using them consistently for like, a lot of sort of situations. In this case, allowing the T-34 to disengage. Ignoring the northern victory point, I feel like an assault party of the shock troops quickly out that trench, honestly, without being too much of a loss here. That at the same time, considering how heavily he's using the shock troops for utility around the center and the other stuff, I can see why he's not keen on that, since that would mean giving up his smoke source. And we do get, in fact, the Panzer here for Caesar, though again, I feel like a Storm Panzer would be pretty solid against all of this as well, if not a bit more. But Panzer, considering how well and how much Kimbo's bunching up here, I mean, actually makes sense for once. And seeing as Kimbo should be noticing the awesome light machine guns, the possibility of anti-tank should be on his mind. And what is this? Layering the sandbags. What is Kimbo planning here? Well, possibly not even Kimbo knows.
Rocket vehicle has arrived.
Constantly being caught in a wedge here between the Panther 4 and the machine gun. Double entry into the Panther 4, one shot goes through. We got Ace level anti-tank, that can get problems with the Panther 4. Down to almost half health. There we go, another penetrate hit. This crew just lands shot after shot. Piercing the armor with ease. We got Constantly catching the Pioneers, but also getting caught here with the armored car. Southern Victor pumping Caesar aiming for 2. And we got the Panther barrage off here from Caesar. Hammering the center here. Constantly anti-tank corrected, almost taken out there. Several rockets just land in the midst, tearing arms, legs, and noses off. My god, Petrov! Your nose! It's gone! It's actually an improvement. Default getting a bit too close to the Pack 40. North side still not seeing action. I'm surprised he's not even trying for the fuel point though. Like, at least that he could send in the squad there. So that seems a bit weird there by Kimbo. I mean, obviously, again, I can understand he's playing a defensive strategy, but at the same time, even then, you should at least try to like harass and make your opponent a bit uncomfortable. Yet Kimbo seems to allow Caesar to very comfortably just defend the entire north side with a single Ostrom squad in a trench. Which is honestly not the greatest amount of security to defend that much. Default racing forward, big damage, going to go for that Panther side of Caesar's base. Using anti-tank gun, so still needs to mount for the Panzerwerfer. Machine gun routed, even the Southern Victor front open here for Kimbo once more. And the glorious Red Army. Machine there right with the T-34. 4 kills on it. Panther 4 there with 8 kills. Panzerwerfer with 7 kills. Thrusting some shrubbery there, Panny a bit out of boredom. Looks like he might find him for some of the northern points here. Panther moving in there, might planning something sneaky here versus Kimbo. Considering that Kimbo again has a massive blind spot. He could technically get the Panther for fairly close for some extra accurate shenanigans there using the Panzerwerfer, which could definitely catch Kimbo off guard. Don't worry, Petrov, they would never flank to the north and get the Panzerwerfer really close to fire a lot of rockets out of the point-blank range. That will never happen. Comes from 410, there you go, right to the building, shoots and then collapses. Oh dear. That's a painful blow there to Kimbo. Great kill for Caesar. He's also upgraded his Panzer numbers with the Panzer Strikes. Not a fan of that one by any measure. That's something you should go for like another Panzer gun to be scored for, I think. But I think using the Panzer for that is a... Personally, I think it's a mistake. Machine almost taken out here. Of course, I've seen them from right and wrong, but anyways. Panther landing here in the anti-tank. Once more, not quite clearing up, but still, nonetheless, leaving the crews quite traumatized, shocked, and rather deadish. Comes from the Ostrom here. Ostrom leaving the light machine out in the open still. You count a lot, then they will get guarded. T-34 adding in there, so not helping that either. Now the Panther. Oh, okay, he's brief considering a Panther 4, but Caesar seems to have stayed his hand in the end. Constantly expressing T-42, T-34 some 6 moving in. Kimbo over retains good map control. At this point, he goes just sending a T-34 focused at the northern point. And again, he just seems like almost deliberately ignore that north side of the map here. Arm pack in the east low deck, direct hit from the tank, T-34 moving in. He could take out Caesar's armored car, and there you go. Pop goes the weasel.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
In ring the base, he might try and go for the Panther here. Caesar moving in, forces to disrupt his move. Gets the Panther with the T-34 from 6. At that point, even lose like the T-34 from 6, he might not be too far behind. I mean, the Panther technically like is a bit more expensive than the T-34 from 6, so even losing the T-34 here, he's actually a bit ahead. Particularly since, of course, Caesar then has to go for another artillery source, potentially getting out more armor. So that said, it's kind of costing less for Kimbo to throw away tanks like this, but I mean, he's got good map control, and with that artillery, Caesar's going to have much harder time just making those approaches against Kimbo. Then another T-34 Kimbo, another army. Troops here up north being gutted by Kimbo's men and tanks. Machine almost taken out with the shock troops, now pinned down by the other MD-42, coming at the first MD-42 from the other infantry. Thumbs up to Caesar for some in-depth stuff. Anti-tank is moving in, Panther on the rule here. Drenching the anti-tank guns, getting anti-tank great range. Damage engine, this is turning pretty ugly here for Caesar. Pretty damn ugly, half health. Anti-tank guns could begin clearing it out here. Almost both ace level now. direct hit on the Panther 4. Bunkering up for the Panzerjägers. Clearing out none of them, but might just buy enough time for the Panther 4 to get away to safety. No. Yes, no. Gets away. Both anti-tank and crews are nearly dead. T-Fit was moving in here. Can Caesar save the Panther 4? He does. Look by Stalin's mustache that he does get away with it. The Pioneers is running. How the hell did his Panzer survive? It's seen more abuse than most of Goering's subordinates. And his chairs. I still don't know how Goering's chairs survive all of that fat. Anyway, section up the Panzer 4 there. T-Fit force was moving in. And fun fact, while he was head of the Luftwaffe, several of the people under Goering actually committed suicide just because he was that bad to work under. Not quite fun. And there goes ramming the Panther bombs out of the base, and it gets away. It survives it all. Oh dear, that's really bad. Really, she's just gone for the north side. I still don't know why he's not bothering with that. That's a bit weird. Meanwhile, Caesar's going for another Panzerwerfer. No, he's going for a Sturmpanzer. For a bit of an investment. Takes out the Panzer 4. My God. I don't think even one of Goering's chairs could have resisted that. Maybe that's what they make Goering's chairs out of, actually. Kruppstahl. That would explain a few things, yeah. Troops holding up here, T-Fit willing to support. Also machine gun line up here pushing the centre. We got the Panzerjägers in the south, they back up the anti-tank and shock was constantly in there. Lots of anti-tank and Storm Panzer almost done. T-Fit pulls from 6 racing 40. 11 killed, 2 machine crew there. Devastating hit, almost entirely exterminated. Only one man survives, picks up the machine guns, and the tears running down the cheeks, runs back to the base, only to get gunned down in the back. Allowing Kimbo to seize the machine gun center to be grabbed here by the Ostturm. Few defenders here, allows Caesar to make such a coup, grabs the machine gun with the shock tube, throwing down the smoke screen. Thumbs up, the Sturmpanzer IV has arrived here though, for Caesar to blast the socialists into the Stone Age. Grab the center victory point. Still nothing happening in the north there though. T-Fit first almost done. Done, I mean knocked out. And 4 there. Eventually 2 shots added. Down to less than half health. Got the Sturmpanzer V out there for Caesar. Panzerjägers there boost up the Sturmpanzer to move it faster. Planning in front here, but Caesar still. Got laid down in lines. Of course, he might plan to use some sect artillery at the right time to see versus Kimbo. Possible, not possible. Sturmpanzer shoots, shot misses, and seems to find way though having a hard time penetrating the frontal armor. Though apparently not that hard since actually almost took it down to half health. Sturmpanzer there gets hit in the conscript, doing 2. In fact, that's his first kills. Will he try and go for Panzerwerfer, or will he go for something else? As for Kimbo, could of course keep going for more T-Fit force. Panzerwerfer Caesar again. Going for the Nation 5 this time around, not a bad idea. There's certainly more use with the Panzer 4 and the Sturmpanzer IV. At least he's not just trying to stall for a KV2. He could also consider some brew, which happens on some of his points. I think that'd be a good idea for Kimbo, considering he's floating 300 munitions. In fact, both players are floating a significant amount of munitions. Shock was engaged with the Panzer 4 in the centre, got the usual halfway down, and Panzerwerfer almost on the boat. T-Fit racing through here, a small gap into the centre here. Panzer 4 quickly engages both the T-Fit 4 and the anti-tank guns. Unleash a torrent of anti-tank shells against the Panzer 4. Awesome rider by the shock trooper showing no mercy. Panzer 4 sneaks a bit ahead again. We got the anti-tank guns ready, both now ace level. Both hardy experienced crews who know how to shoot a tank with a light anti-tank gun. Moving to 5 there, on the way for Kimbo. Got more from here for Caesar, not more Panzer Grenadiers. Bit disappointed on that one personally, perhaps. Also, the ones in the trenches aren't getting upgraded. I wonder, have they forgot us? Where's our machine gun? Where's anything? Shots fired here. Tifa protects some abuse here from Caesar. Got a counter barrage off again. Landing straight in the entertain guns. One, oh, this time actually killing one of the crews, completely shattering them. Very good strike there for Caesar then. Very good. Osterwing with the light machine gun. One to the trench. Still aren't getting one though. Shock force wiped out. These are some pretty punching blows here for Kimbo. Several heavy losses. The shots in particular, a stinging blow there since they were great versus of course the Osterwing, the other support weapons, but obviously the smoke grenades really did a lot here from, and he lost the HU5 before it even did anything. That is brutal and definitely not great there from Kimbo. I can't have a wonder if he might have climbed close to a mine that got set off under it or something. That's going to explain it. But our way though, really painful there for him. Machine gun clear at the pack 40. If he can grab it and turn against Caesar, I think that'd do great for him, but he's going to destroy the step, which, I mean, I can't fault him for either. That said though, Kimbo definitely starting to be more careful versus Caesar because the losses are starting to get a bit ugly for him. And he's got no armor left. Sometimes we'll go for another T-34. He's lost experienced troops. But not really much to show for it. And he's still not really doing anything in the north. I definitely feel like here Kimbo needs to be a bit more careful in certain respects. In other respects, he really needs to start to get bloody well moving. Basil is currently happily asleep. Sandbag finding position here for Kimbo. Strong punch from center strength and turn the tank guns. Even got to the rally defense ability activated. Strong punch bouncing a bunch of shots here. Still stops the damage engine, confident back here, but they got hand folders again, second to deal with that now, of course. Lots of threats here for Kimbo. We got almost 5 inches here for Caesar versus Kimbo. Still no real ability usage or mining, or even again, a light machine gun for the guys that have changed. At this point, up to Caesar's forgotten about them. Ford headquarters continues to stand here valiantly in the service of socialism. At this rate, it's not going to be long before it collapses, but it's certainly taking quite a bit of punishment. Another pack 40 there for Caesar versus Kimbo. Another T-34, from 6 for Kimbo. Sorry about the hiccups. Strong punch for 3 kills, veterans 1, not the highest kill tally on that thing. South of the amount's going down the cooking spot here, and oh dear. Set off both mines, and he somehow survived that. I don't think the eardrums did.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Strong punch moving forwards. On the flank here, Kimbo in the centre, sneaking, making use of the terrain here. Makes it hardly able to coordinate firing the entertain guns due to the very large stacks of wood.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Fresh T-34 there for Kimbo. Finally grabbing the northern fuel point again, like more or less 33 minutes of the game, he starts doing something in the north. Advancement center for the Ostroben. 9 flying away, they've got punch with T-34 from coming in here. Caesar could consider bringing another Panther forward. Stewed on Oswin, you might, I suppose, try and go for a Panther, but unfortunately not much good. We got rally defenses activated against the as Caesar launching the assault here. Panther barrage off, jump and shoot their building. Finally collapsed. The Ford headquarters is nothing more but timber and an awfully large collection of propaganda. Shredded, that is. Up north, you've got Conscript there, picked up with the pen from the Pioneers. Kimbo's lines are starting to really fall apart, calling another anti-tank gun here. Caesar could, of course, take him with some sandbags, maybe some trenches. Bunkers also going up there for him. And, of course, he can now really disrupt here, and he pushed by Kimbo by using sector artillery. So we'll have to see where Kimbo attacks and how he will react to sector artillery. Panther being pushed back. And the south here. Bit of stand up there. There's a bit of fight with the Panzerjägers, and then before the could actually lay down a bunker with the Panzerjägers actually. Since they can build bunkers with that. You can even technically build concrete bunkers, just no one ever builds them. They're just too expensive and too sluggish. And we got here sector artillery there for Caesar. As expected, fun using munitions. Kimbo needs to get his men out of there very fast before they get shattered here. By all the artillery that Caesar's going to be using on them. We got 271 versus 205. Kimbo's situation is starting to look a bit more awkward. Panther they run good in repairs. Panther almost taking up with the T-Fed from 6. Now he needs really good in repairs. Backporting wing in and taking backing up. We need to get the T-Fed from 6 quartered to good position. Before the Germans knock it out. There we go, sector artillery is over. Panzer 14 seriously repairs there. Finally attacking the northern victory point. Finally, I'm surprised it took him so long to do this again. It seems like Kimbo just got too comfortable with this previous position. He just like us ignored it because he didn't need it. Or at least felt like he didn't need it. Storm Panzer promoted another Panzer over Caesar. Clearly Caesar is not too concerned about Kimbo's armor. Panzer being fixed up. Got northern fuel point back for the glory of Deutschland. We got 271 versus 154. Issued 5 again for Kimbo. Full on munitions again. I feel like Kimbo really would have benefited at some point by laying down booby traps across a lot of his points and plus more mines. I think you never noticed out there by Kimbo, to be honest, versus Caesar. Though Caesar obviously could have done the same. So it's not like Caesar's, you know, in the clear of this either. I mean, they're both blowing at a certain amount of munitions. So, you know, they could both have done more. Even if Caesar did build a machine gun bunker, which does require a bit of munitions. We should found the one there here for Kimbo. Machine gun there is the Panzerjägers. And we got the second Nation 5 here for Kimbo. Hopefully this one survives longer than the first one, and actually does more than the first one. But that one will be swiftly buried as well in the snow. Keep the rook going again for a running attack here. Straight at the strong Panzer and tank flying way there, but the problem is, can he actually finish it off here? And even if he does, will it be worth the team before he's doing so? Panther flanking going for the attack, Panther facing down. A storm of rockets, so they actually hit the tree line behind, killing numerous squirrels, but few Soviets. In the history of the squirrels, this will be known as Black Squeak's Day. Another sector artillery here from Caesar to further dissuade and disrupt the counterattack here by Kimbo on the attempt to get back in the field. Almost got the Panther 4 there. Finally got the Panther 4 there. The situation here for Kimbo remains pretty hairy. We got 271 versus 80. Artillery just raining down all over the place here, preventing Kimbo from making an easy push here versus Caesar. More Panther barrage here, constantly being absolutely demolished as an absolute torrent of artillery is unleashed against them. And there's a good chance they're going to be dead here, so try to retreat past the Osman machine gun, more important than machine gun bunker. And no one man actually survives all that. He runs through the gauntlet and actually doesn't die, but he may of course wish he was dead after all of that. The south and the attempt to get the machine gun here is stopped. Quite efficient there for Caesar's machine gun crew, ace level, 14 kills. Got a consort trying to flank in here. Almost got the third machine gun crew there. They do manage to enter the point neutral. We got 271 versus 42. 40 points in the centre here. Kimbo's attempt to rush the centre there is encountering stiff resistance from the Germans. Strong puncher with 15 kills halfway to the east. The H5 moving in. Strength to the pack forward here, which could see the H5 go down. And for Bowers clears out the anti-tank gun. Crews destroys the anti-tank as well. Then now the H5 has got slow health at this point. It does seem like it is thoroughly GG here for Kimbo's T-34 is going nowhere fast, and there you go, drops out. A loss here for the Red Army, a victory for the Germans. A nasty fight here on Ladoga Karelia, some great players on both sides. I do feel like again both sides definitely could have laid down a lot more mines and booby traps and whatnot, whatever was possible there for the different factions. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, don't tell enemies. This is Imperial saying cheers. Thank you for watching. I'm sure tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.